My name is Rima. I'm an active member of an organization called Zakira.
وأنا رمزي وهو أسامة.
Zakira began as an idea by Ramzi Haidar. He's a photographer, a journalist, photojournalist, and he was in Baghdad. And when he saw what happened to the children there, he thought, why not photography as a way to express themselves? So when Ramzi came back, he gathered a group of his friends and started working in the camps with the children to teach them photography.
مهرجان الصورة ذاكرة. هلا هي إنكم هيدا عبارة عن صندوق.
The goal was to work with 500 children in all the camps and provide each kid with a disposable camera and ask them to express life in the camps as they see it. The children were given little guidance. They were taught how to hold a camera, how to use a flash, how to take a picture, how to frame a picture, but they were told to choose a subject matter themselves. The name Zakira means memory in Arabic, and it comes from the role of photography in keeping a memory alive. And Palestinians in the camps in Lebanon in particular live on memories. The name of the project is called Lahza, which in English is a moment or a glimpse. And we called it Lahza because it's a moment that we've worked with the kids. It's a moment of their lives that they're capturing, and it's a glimpse into their lives that we're seeing. And they provided a great glimpse. We were able to make a book out of 140 pictures. We had 13,500 pictures to choose from, so it was a very difficult choice. So we would ask all the students to draw. They're all very excited about any kind of activity, they're kids. And from the drawings, we would choose which children we would work with. The children were very excited. Most of them don't own cameras. They've seen cameras before. So it was very exciting for them to have something that was theirs and someone asking them, what do you think and what do you want to say to the world? When we would talk to the children, most of the times we would start out saying, what does Palestine look like? And they could all describe it to us. And so we'd say, well, how do you know? And they would say it's through pictures. So immediately a photograph had special meaning to them, which was a way in for us. Ramzi became like a mentor to the kids. He was definitely a teacher. In the beginning it would be formal, but Ramzi would break the ice and was playful with them, so he became much more of a mentor. We were able to cultivate relationships that really are rare. I mean, Zakira, like we mentioned, is pretty much all Lebanese. And in Lebanon, it's almost a taboo for Lebanese to go into camps. And some of the children were surprised that we were even there. And so many of the members of Zakira had never been to a camp, had never spoken to a Palestinian. So it really broke down barriers. The night of the exhibit really felt like a culmination of it all.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. What do you think?
Was he lovely? It's really, really nice.
We launched the book that night too. And the exhibit will come and go, but the book will last forever. So it was very, very special, and we were all very excited about it. What we're looking at is a picture of the camp through its residents, through its most innocent and genuine residents. They're too young to have a political agenda. I think what we're seeing is that the life in the camp is much richer than we thought. They captured things that I would have never thought to capture. I would have never filmed someone breakdancing in the Bayou or a horse in a stable in Rashidiyye. That's probably not what I would go in looking for. I would go in looking for what my preconceived notion of the camp was, and they had no preconceived notions. I think many people have a negative image of the camps, even in Lebanon. It's a place people tend to fear. It's a place people think of as just slums and crime-ridden, and that you think of it as a very angry place, a camp. And this project shows you that really it's normal people, average people that live there, and that's just the life that they happen to be born into.
I thought this picture should have been on the cover of the book, but it made it onto the poster. Because it was vertical, we couldn't get it on the cover. It's a very simple but very powerful picture. The bullet holes in the door, the girl just speaking through, she's getting a glimpse of us and we're getting a glimpse of her, which is the point of the whole project. So these are the cameras that the kids use to take pictures with. We taught 500 children, and so we brought the 500 cameras. And actually, the kids that came in, they were rummaging through trying to find the cameras that they worked with. Our next step is we're hoping to create a more serious photography workshop for youths, for teenagers. Because hopefully not only could it be a hobby, but it's a skill. And they have such high unemployment in the camps, maybe it will be a job opportunity for some of these kids one day. They're not photographers for life. It's impacted many of them for life. And either way, it's called moment or glimpse, and it was a moment, and it was a happy one. So we're happy to have taken part in it.